All right, so tonight we're going to be doing some Legacy. Basically, I've increased my limit on mana traders, and now I can do Vintage and Legacy decks. So we're going to start to kind of mix those two formats in a little bit. Not every week, probably, but here every once in a while, get some, make sure we get some use out of our dollars. I've been wanting to play Food Chain for a while. It's a deck I think that is very good against a lot of the fair decks in Legacy, and it still has game against some of the combo decks as well. And yeah, it won a NRG CT in February. It was piloted by Tommy Tomsovek. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but it just really impressed me. It did some powerful things. There's two directions you can take with this deck. The first one is Emrakul, which is what we're going to be running tonight. So basically the idea is, if you've never seen this combo before, Food Chain says exile a creature you control, add X mana of any one color to your mana pool, where X is the exiled creature's converted mana cost +1. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells. So the idea is you have these 4 creatures in your deck, 3 Mist Hollow Griffins, and 1 Eternal Scourge. And they're basically the same thing. Eternal Scourge is 3 mana, and you can cast it from exile. And whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability, you exile it. Mist Hollow Griffin just allows you to cast it from exile, and it's a 3/3. Mist Hollow Griffin is 4 mana. Eternal Scourge is 3 mana. So if you exile them, you net a mana based on the mana cost. So Mist Hollow Griffin will give you 5 mana. Eternal Scourge gives you 4 mana, right? So the idea is you can either just cast these creatures naturally, which a 3/3 flyer in Legacy is a good body. And then you can exile them with a Gurmag Angler. You can delve them away. You can also exile them with like Deathrite Shaman if you need to, right? And then you can also get them into exile via Manipulate Fate. So Manipulate Fate searches for 3 cards, exiles them, shuffles your library, and draws a card. So this is basically like drawing 4 cards, because you can cast your 3 creatures that you get from exile, and then you draw a card as well. Now, Manipulate Fate's a sorcery, so we need to remember that. Some interesting combos in this deck. You can Force of Will pitching a Griffin, so you're not really down a card, because then you can cast the Griffin from exile later. So the combo in this deck is essentially make a ton of mana, and then hard cast either Emrakul or Fierce Empath to go get Emrakul, and then hard cast Emrakul. And in a lot of fair decks where you might board out Emrakul because you don't want to be so combo focused, you can Fierce Empath to go get Gurmag Angler and then cast your Gurmag Angler for like a single mana. The sideboard card, I'm just trusting Tommy on this one. We'll bring cards in as we need them or can think about them. But we're also just a really good value deck. So we have like Deathrite Shaman, Baleful Strix, Shardless Agent, and we have these Mist Hollow Griffins. So I'm really excited to play this. I'm probably going to punt a lot. It's going to be a learning experience, but I'm excited. So yeah, let's jump into our league.
I'm really surprised he played the Eternal Scourge over the 4th Griffin.
That's pretty common now. That's pretty standard. I don't know why it's standard, but it's pretty standard.
Seems like blue would be better.
I agree. I'm not sure why.
Really need a 3-drop.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the Eternal Scourge became the creature. Maybe it's just because it's 1 less mana. If you need it early. Also, it can recur into exile. So like if they try to bolt your Griffin dies and it's stuck in the graveyard, but Eternal Scourge will always go to exile. So you can probably, like, if you ever draw Food Chain, you can go off with it, right? So the other kind of combo decision you can play in this deck is, rather than play Emrakul, a lot of players choose to play Walking Ballista. And the Walking Ballista is nice because you can win through like cards like Ensnaring Bridge, or you can just like win on your turn. I think they're basically the same personally. I know that a lot of the Walking Ballistas run some Leovolds, which, you know, I like Leovold. He seems really good. But Tommy won the CT, and I figured, you know, we can start here and run this deck. And, yeah. If you haven't yet, I recommend signing up for the March giveaway. I know we had a February giveaway. Keep in mind this is different. Every month you're going to need to sign up for the next giveaway. It's free to enter, costs you nothing, and we'll be giving away basically $40 in store credit over the course of the month. Ooh, so this hand seems really good. We've got Noble, Manipulate Fate, Food Chain, and Force of Wills. We're going to keep this. So I'm going to fetch Bayou here. Or maybe I just fetch... Do I need black? Probably I'm going to need black. Yeah, I'm going to get Bayou. We could get Wastelanded here, but that's not the end of the world. I guess I don't want to... I'm going to turn off all my yields. Legacy is definitely a format where you don't want to be yielding ever.
An unyielding format.
It is yeah, it's unyielding. So we got Island Ponder, which is interesting. Island Ponder. Alright, Polluted Delta is good. I think we'll hold that for next turn. I think I'm just casting Manipulate and attacking for 1. So we'll lead on Manipulate Fate in case we draw like a Brainstorm off of it.
Playing around days.
We also are playing around days, that's true. So yeah, we're going to force this back because this basically draws us 4 cards. So our opponent forced pitching Force. So he has another Force. This Force pitched Brainstorm. Alright. So our opponent had 3 Force of Wills in their hand.
His will was stronger.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty insane. Just saying, he had 3 Force of Wills in his hand. The Moto Shuffler's not broken at all.
Alright, our Hierarch.
Our Hierarch has some work to do. Now, we have a lot of good draws. Our opponent pondering again. So what do we think our opponent's on?
Probably Delver?
I would assume Delver as well, but I don't know what variant. Noble's like an okay draw.
Doubles our clock.
It does double our clock. Am I trying to get Food Chain online? I feel like I don't care about Food Chain right now.
Do we play Brainstorm?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not cracking this fetch, but I will put it into play.
That's the only...
Actually, there's a reason to not put it into play. He could be Grixis Delver and have K command, so I'm going to hold it. We have plenty of mana right now.
Is that the only cantrip we're playing?
Ooh, blue-white? Deckless. Yeah, that resolves. Well, we can hard cast Force of Will.
You're probably swinging, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You can't.
Oh, right. If we do that, we can't. Yeah. All right. Well, I think I am casting this food chain. In terms of, we have just Brainstorm is our only cantrip. Well, we have Shardless Agents, Baleful Strix. Like, we have a lot of ways to, like, gain a bunch of value. All we really need to do is draw... Well, I guess we need more than that. I was gonna say, we can't just draw, like... Sure. Man, I felt like we were really favored if our opponent didn't have exactly triple Force of Will. So our opponent has no cards in hand.
But a lot of monks.
But a lot of monks. So am I blocking?
No. Accumulated knowledge. That's a different one.
We just don't lose if we hit, if he doesn't have triple force. Alright, here we go. So if he doesn't have a spell, we can not eat a creature to gain life. So we block here, we take 4 and we die. We can block here, still take 4 and we die. Yep. Triple force gets there. Alright, so Flusterstorm in, click in. How do we feel about Brutalities and Thoughtseize? Brutality seems good because it gets Mentor. Thoughtseize seems fine as well. So Abrupt Decay can kill Mentor. We could board out Nobles.
We want Engineered Plague on Monk.
Engineered Plague on Monk. That's probably not terrible, right?
Probably want Toxic Deluge over Abrupt Decay for dealing with monks.
Can we board out a food chain? In the Emrakul? Are we boarding out any Force of Wills?
How are we winning? Nobody board out Emrakul.
Just by value?
I like the Emrakul.
Well, if we're staying with this combo, then I feel like we need to leave in Force.
I don't think we really want Engineered Plague. I think maybe Deluge is better. Might want a Deluge.
Yeah, but Deluge kills all our own stuff. Plague, we can just name Monk. I think Plague's better, actually. I think I'm doing this. This is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to cut the Emrakul and just try to win via attacking. Seems fine, right?
Surprised this deck plays Shardless without Ancestor somewhere.
Yeah. This forest is a little awkward.
Shardless doesn't get us food chain. like any of the combos. It's kind of weird. All it's getting is like death rights and nobles.
It's getting us mystical teachings as well.
I guess that's what it's called. Okay.
I think I need to brainstorm here. But then if I think actually I just need to draw land naturally.
Yeah.
We did not draw land naturally.
We should probably brainstorm.
So I gotta get underground sea. I'll put it back. Let's see. No, I think I can keep the force. I think I can like plan to shardless agent into one of these cards next turn.
That's true.
So I could do like angler, but I probably want to play shaman this turn. So I could like angler decay.
You're really gonna play anything this we're gonna decay?
Well, I'm gonna end up drawing one of them, right?
Yeah.
So I could put back. No, I don't think that's right.
You just wanna hit a mystery off of. I think you want to get rid of like maybe a food chain.
I only have one food chain. I mean, I think because I have Force Hologriffin, like I want food chain. But maybe I don't care about food chain. Alright, so I'm gonna put back. I mean, I'm not shuffling, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, you're gonna cascade through them, so you're gonna lose the one you put back first.
Right, but I think I'd rather just lose angler. Assume this gets swords. We're facing like a blue-white control deck with Monastery Mentor. We pretty much had the win last game. It was game 1, but he had triple force. And he's running like accumulated knowledge and Monastery Mentors. We hit an abrupt decay anyway. Sad. Pyroblast. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think there's a reason to fight over that.
Aggressive Pyroblast.
Alright, so this isn't the end of the world.
If we hit a 4th land, we're good.
Yep, all we need to do is hit a 4th land and we can dump both of these griffins. That also does it? He like has to counter this, yeah. It's fine.
Probably could have forced that.
I could have, but I don't think it's worth it. Like, he spends the value there because I don't think it's worth it. Like, we have inevitability with these two cards. Like, I'd much rather, like, he could have a Terminus in his deck, right? Or some nonsense like that. Even though I have the abrupt decay?
Makes.
Yeah, if he makes some number, you're right, it's a problem. I need double blue, but I also want double black and double green, so I can get. Oh, right, so I just get another underground sea, probably. So I'm gonna exile this, cast it.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of clicking.
Yeah. Okay. Like, I will fight through all of his counters. And his swords and plowshares are just like garbage now.
Yeah, that is the nice thing about. The only targets in our deck are Shardless and Deathray.
Yep. I think Strix is right here.
Yeah, play it and then sack it.
Yeah, if I want to. I could have hit a land here too. I could sack it and Shardless Agent if I wanted to, but I think I'm just content like having my value this turn. So one thing our opponent could do was in combat they could swords this, so we can't use the mana.
I don't think our opponent has been fetching and brainstorming appropriately.
Yeah, it's possible.
I think there's a
Could be brains. It looks like he's brainstorm locked now. Well, that's pretty good. I think I just gained my life. So, is it better to cast the one from exile, or is it better to... I guess I cast Shardless Agent. Or no, I should probably Shardless Agent once there's something on the board that I potentially want to decay. I don't know. What do we think, chat? Do I just cast Griffin here?
I think you cast the one from exile.
One from exile?
I mean, you can cast both.
No, this one's gonna get countered. Griffin from hand. Okay. I think the exile one's better because then like Force of Will is better here. Our opponent's down to one card. And they are no longer brainstorm locked. So a land allows us to Shardless Abrupt Decay if we want. It's still pretty good. Well, yes, I would like to cast this card, even though... Sure. Like, there aren't even anything to go get, which is the great part. Because, like, all of our Griffins and our...
Like one Griffin?
No, there's 3 in the yard.
Oh,
One...
we're not
Or no, there's only 2 in the yard, sorry. Yeah, we're not playing 4. So now I feel like we're way ahead. Like, we have an Abrupt Decay for a potential Monastery Mentor if he draws it. He needs, like, Mentor plus something.
The third accumulate knowledge is going to be pretty gross.
I think I'm not blocking.
He hits that.
Because I'm just going to cast this Griffin next turn. Yeah, accumulated knowledge would kind of suck.
Although we got a death right now, so we can actually exile one, so we can only get two.
That's true. I am casting this Griffin this turn though, so he does have like one window where you can. Probably don't want to brainstorm until I draw a path. Okay, so this is actually like really good here. So I'm gonna do this post combat, but we're gonna try to trade this Shardlet Agent, I guess. So this Fierce Empath is gonna go get Grimog Angler. Grimog Angler is gonna delve away all of our cast from exile cards. Assuming it resolves. Why, yes, I would like to use this ability. Thank you. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah.
Really?
And then we get to exile this card.
Really?
To cast this card. And then we get to exile this card. Cast this card. Just basically setting up lethal for next turn through a swords. Wouldn't go too crazy unless he has, in case he has Terminus.
You can just exile him in response.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do this at any time, right? Yeah. So then I'm gonna exile this one. Exile this one. Cast this one. Cast this one. Exile this one. Cast this one. Cast this one. Okay. Go. This is can't eat anything, so that's fine. And Grape Shot. Evan is still really quiet.
Oh. I am just that.
He is just kind of quiet a lot of the time, yeah. Let me decrease his noise suppression. Try something like that. Alright, Mentor's fine. He's gonna have to do a lot of... Yeah, Grape Shot would have won. Stormcount was 12. Grape Shot's also a sorcery spell. So he would have needed Quicken. What do we got here? Alright, so I'm gonna just start on this, see how bad the business is. This is Snapcaster for a swords? Oh, unexpectedly absent. Could fluster this. It doesn't seem bad, right? Sweet. All right. I think this is just it. Could hostage taker his monk. That seems loose though. I think I like my list. Oh, you meant I could grave shot him? Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, how do we feel about this one? I think I have to mulligan, yeah. Into the no-lander. Alright, if ever there's a... I'm keeping this, and I'm actually going to brainstorm on his end step and try to get him to counter it so that I can manipulate fate. We would have to mulligan to 5 in game 3, though. That is our luck.
Making it fair. Making it fun. Giving him a chance.
Giving him a chance, yeah. I'm gonna see here. Yeah. We're hoping our opponent counterspells. They did not. So I think I'm just like trying to hit land drops now. So I'm gonna put back Misty Bayou.
Like, do we want to get the Griffin in the deck so we can manipulate fate?
I think I can just hardcast it. I mean, the problem is resolving a manipulate fate. I think resolving the manipulate fate's going to be difficult. I'm kind of like looking for a force of will, which is kind of why I want Griffin in the hand. So I think I'm just like trying to hit land drops. I'm going to play Strix next turn. It'll probably get a counter. And then if he like plays Mentor, we can go for some shenanigans. So I think you sideboard out Emrakul in like the fair matchups. You just don't really need it. It's really if you're trying to win fast, you want the Emrakul. So I'm gonna put back. We're gonna draw Bayou, or no? I'll put back Misty. C. And then we'll play Strix here. Strix helping us out with our mulligans here.
Strix very good. I wonder how accumulated knowledge has been going. It doesn't seem that impressive.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh.
Click's really good. So we're gonna plan on end step clicking him on his end step. Whoops. God damn. I wanted to attack. It didn't matter. We were getting swords anyway. Have nobles been worth the bad draws late game?
We ordered them out in this matchup.
What am I doing here? Am I clicking in response to this?
Probably.
I want to do this in response so that he doesn't get a free monk. So I take Spell Pierce. Right?
If you take Spell Pierce, then we get to resolve Food Chain.
Okay, yeah. I'm taking Spell Pierce. We Food Chain. Exile click with Food Chain. Okay. This is actually, like, perfect. So his hand was Counterspell, Snap, Swords. What was the last card?
Spell Pierce, we took.
Oh, we took Pierce, right.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep.
That is so tilting. I just can't believe it. It's just unbelievable.
It does happen.
It happens way more on Moto than anywhere else, though.
Moto does like to put the same card on top.
Alright, well, we're not... We can't win now, but we're gonna try. We're gonna force the swords out of the click, hope to draw like Engineered Plague, and come up with a way to resolve it. We're gonna go for... The problem is the counter spell. Wee 5. Thank you for the follow.
That was really loud in my headset.
Was it? You have a volume on the slider thing?
I was not expecting that.
Like, our play was so good.
Now he has counterspell.
So now I'm playing Griffin. So he counters it, and then next turn I can Brutality and Manipulate Fate, I think. I think I have to take this line. But he still has Snap. Alright, well that gives us a window. A very small one. If we draw Engineered Plague, like, we win, probably. I guess we gotta beat this Jace, but that's not the end of the world. So I should... Wow. So what if he doesn't have a... So if he has a spell, we die. So am I supposed to manipulate Fate? I think I'm supposed to manipulate Fate and try to hit Engineered Plague. Right?
Yeah.
He probably has a force? Okay, doesn't have a force. We can get Griffin. Where's my Scourge at? Did we already cast Scourge? Oh, here it is. And now I feel like if he just casts one spell, I don't have to escalate. If he casts two spells, we're dead anyway.
as well look at his hand and pitch the Buster Storm, right?
Yeah, I guess. He has a Ponder, so I need to take the Ponder. Because otherwise he can Ponder, Snap, Ponder, and kill us. And we can't fetch. So now we have to draw exactly Engineered Plague. Our play was so good this game. And because we made our opponent put a Spell Pierce on bottom and draw into a Spell Pierce, we lost. That's insane. So insane. So our opponent Snap accumulating knowledge. Ponder, oh right. Yeah, because we took Ponder. So if he hits a spell off of this. Now he can't counterspell. I don't think there's anything we can draw though. If we draw, okay. If we draw Baleful Strix. Oh, he just has a second Ponder, sure. Alright, we weren't drawing Baleful Strix. I feel really tilted. I feel like we should have won that.
Well, he could have also drawn a Force. So
sure, but
a couple draws.
Sure, but the odds were still very much in our favor. So odds, let's say he had what, 50, 48 cards left in his deck. Let's say 50. How does the odds work again? So 50 cards in the deck. Let's say he had 4 spells. How many spell pierce do you think he had?
2.
2 plus the 4 forces?
Maybe 3, but I wouldn't think
so 5 hits, 1 draw. So the odds were 10%. Opponent had 10% to hit a force or a spell pierce. Assuming there was 50 cards. If you go up or down a card, it's not going to change it too much. And we mulled a 5.
Don't kill us, bro.
Yeah, right?
Holy shit.
God, that was tilting. Can't believe it. Our opponent didn't need to Monastery Mentor it there either. So this is a Deathrat Shaman? No. Could be anything at this point.
The mirror. Food chain.
Because we have this Shardless Agent, I'm not going to play around Daze. If we draw a food chain and it doesn't get countered, we can, like, basically win next turn.
We don't have a way to find.
I mean, putting all of this onto the field is probably good enough, right? So this could be a True Name Nemesis.
4-color control.
It's looking like 4-color control. Looks like Leovold.
Well, we don't really target much.
It's true. Shardless and Abrupt Decay would be very good. That's not what we wanted. Although, if we draw a food chain, we can, like, go off with it.
It's much better if we draw food chain.
Probably shouldn't have fetched. That might have been a mistake.
Here goes our food chain to the bottom of our deck. Does it show you what you hit, what you go through?
We hit Manipulate Fate, which I think we want to cast, but we don't get to draw a card.
What?
Because of the Leovold. Can't draw extra cards.
Oh, it has other abilities?
Yeah. Opponent can't draw extra cards. So Scourge, Hollow, Hollow. Not attacking because I'd much rather block Leovold.
We got a lot of things we can do now.
Yeah. Manipulate Fate is just a great card in this deck. Yeah. That card's not very good against me. What's up?
It does not take 15 casting cost creatures.
We're going to start by casting the Mist Hollow out of our hand. If he counters it for some reason, then we can delve it away with the Grimmaw Angler later. Or no, I want to hold it for Force of Will. Yeah. No, Evan's right. Took me a second to get there, but I got there. Oh, opponent. Opponent playing very slowly. While we're waiting for our opponent, just want to say thank you for everyone stopping by. If you're not currently a follow, I would encourage you to follow the stream. Stream 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Also, support our sponsors, nerdragegaming.com. They would like to buy and sell you Magic cards, but more importantly, they're hosting monthly CTs, championship trials, in various states: Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, Indiana, Missouri are the 5 states this year. At the end of the year, they're doing a big championship series like finisher. They're calling just the championship, and it's a $10,000 event if you qualify. That was our turn, opponent? Just that? Strix. It's probably not better than just casting.
Get our meats on.
Am I attacking for 1 now since this threatens the trade? Probably not. So our opponent has to be like terrified of food chain now. Like they just can't, like if we resolve a food chain, we're just gonna make an Emrakul.
doubt he can just beat a flying 3/3 every turn.
That was one thing I noticed when Tommy played the deck, was that like a lot of legacy decks can't just beat a flying 3/3. Like they need the Strixes of their own, essentially.
I mean, you can beat you can beat the first 3, but it's like when you just play one every single turn for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Then it gets difficult.
Well, now I think I want to Eternal Scourge Strix.
Seems fine.
So we'll start by going to combat. No, I think I just want to cast Miss Hologriffin. I can hold this fetch for like a brainstorm.
That's not gonna work.
Are we countering my? Oh no, he's eating. He's eating things out of the yard. Sure.
He's gonna try and race with Death Rights, but
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, I think, to race. You got a green. So he made a black. Just K command? Sure.
he just wants to be able to gain life with his Death Rights.
Yeah. Doesn't totally help him win the race though, right? And I can like block here. And if he eats it, I just get to cast it. Definitely think I'm blocking if he attacks that guy. I didn't expect him to.
It's an interesting question, because he wants the Griffin in the graveyard, but...
Right. So I could fetch and like not give him fodder and play Angler, but I think I'd rather protect my Griffins. So I think I'm gonna lead on Strix here. I wanna know if this resolves because it'll signal how I'm attacking this turn. Oh, I can't draw extra cards. Duh. So I think I am just attacking for 6.
And play Scourge?
Yeah. Don't really care about that.
Now I think you should Angler, actually. Oh, he's going to respond.
It's an interesting game.
Death Right is a hell of a card.
Death Right is a very broken card. Sure. What are we taking? My Grimlock Angler? Probably. Oh, sure. I have to shuffle my whole graveyard. Yeah. Oh, and then he's gonna eat my Shardless?
Probably. Or
I was gonna say, or he could eat Emrakul, I guess. Maybe he is gonna still eat Emrakul yet? No, he probably doesn't have a second green source. Yep. That happens. He's still not in great shape though, right?
not great.
It's a good draw. Any reason to do that before combat? Could hit Abrupt Decay, I guess. Yeah. Well, that doesn't do anything. But I do want it in the graveyard. Right. That doesn't work. That doesn't work the way I thought it did.
We're gonna have to put 2 cards back now.
Yes, we are.
Well done.
I forgot about the second half of that card.
Chat, we might need some punt counts.
That's a punt, guys. I want to see the punts in chat. God, Leovold is so broken.
Good card.
We might lose this now because I've essentially made us time walk ourselves twice. Although I did put it in such a way that we're drawing Griffin next turn. So it might not matter too much. A lot of bass. 8. Thank you for the follow.
A lot of ass?
A lot of bass.
Oh, okay.
So opponent goes to 7. There's 1 creature. They're effectively at 9. We go to 10 here. Yeah, casting that Brainstorm was stupid.
The race is on. I think we're winning.
I think we are too, but I'm not sure.
Depends on what his 3 cards are. He has to have at least like 1 Leovold in his hand, right?
I would think so, but then why isn't he blocking with it? He's probably brainstorming 1 away here, I would assume at this point. He's really close to like Snap K Command, which is a little scary. Opponent is just like eating through their time though. This is game 1, right? Can view our sideboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely game 1. Opponent's down to 13 minutes.
They're not playing fast. deep in the tank.
Yeah, real deep. What can they have? Are they thinking about chumping potentially here?
They run bolts?
Not usually. It's usually fatal push. Alright. They're running the block. F6. Now we gotta wait a minute and see what our opponent does.
It is inevitability.
Yeah. So if they take us to 8 here, go to 6, we have 6 in the air, but they can go to 8 next turn. So I think we should attack with Shardless Agent unless they play something. Okay, so they could have a bolt, and they're planning on just untapping and killing us. They don't usually play bolts, though.
Don't die to snap. Colligans.
Yeah, he would need land K commands. And most lists only have like 1 K command. Sometimes 2.
Oh, he's trying to kill us.
Does he have it? It looks like he has it. I don't know why it took 3 minutes to find the line. It's possible that he found it off the ponder.
It's kind of a looted line.
Opponent's down to 10 minutes, though. Definitely boarding out Force of Wills. Sure. Alright, so Force is out. Flusterstorm's in, click in. Hostage Taker in? Kind of like Hostage Taker here. Take his Leovold, take his Deathrite Shamans. I don't really like any of these other cards. I guess we have to worry about True Name Nemesis. So we'll bring in an Engineered Plague for that. I guess a Deluge is probably better. And I'll board out the Emrakul. I could keep the Emrakul and board out something else, but I don't think I want to. This is typically a matchup. I saw Tommy board his out in a matchup similar to this, so I think it's right. I think you want the Emrakul, like I said, when you're facing a fast deck. I mean, I probably punted somewhere. I could have, like, attacked with... If I would have attacked with the Shardless Agent, he would have went to 1, because he blocks, like, the Shardless Agent. And I could have, like, attacked with Strix that turn, too. knowing I'm playing Mist Hollow Griffin, and then he goes to 0, like he can't fetch land. Maybe I was supposed to attack with everything. But I'm dead if he kills Griffin. If he kills Griffin, swings back, and then eats, I'm dead as well. And he had a fetch land and he hadn't shown us push yet. So I don't know. Don't know. I mean, I punted too. Can't really fault anyone other than myself on that. We're probably going to win this game via timeout though, because our opponent spent 15 minutes of their clock on that game.
If we won game 1, I don't think there's any way we could possibly lose the match.
That's true.
Since we did not. At least the opponent is being consistent and also being slow at sideboarding.
Seems like a keep to me.
Yeah, it's a hand.
Now, when I watched Tommy play, he had turn 1 Mana Dork every freaking game on a 7-card hand. We're not as lucky as Tommy, though.
Yeah. It's called being good.
I brainstorm in response.
Oh my god.
I can't imagine he has like days in his deck. Like those decks don't play days usually.
Do we need to fire off our brainstorm?
I liked it because I have this fetch land and I want to get rid of this Griffin. Guess now that I drew double noble, I want the Griffin.
Well, you don't want the Fierce Empath or the Angler one. One of them you don't want.
Yeah, I think I want the Angler, or I want the Empath because of the food chain. So we're gonna do this. No, I knew I was wrong.
Oh, yeah. I thought we finished this.
No. Come on, opponent. Being so slow. Alright, got 1,000,000 mana now. Just cast this Griffin next turn.
Mana and the ability to cast to kill all of our own creatures.
So I could also go for food chain here with Flusterstorm back up.
It does seem pretty appealing. Pretty obvious counterspell. He ain't looking at his forces.
Sure. So put it down to 3 cards.
What did he pitch?
He pitched a force. I feel like I'm okay with that.
My god, people.
This is a Leovold. Sure.
Alright, guys, are we good on this one or are we playing on?
Let's go 5/5 flyer.
Yeah. I actually can block with it as well. If I want. Because I do have this empath to go get Angler at some point. But I'm probably not.
We didn't have the Strix.
Yeah.
Like, since we have a Strix.
Right. Since we drew Strix, I don't want to block. Tommy Tasevek, I want to say. I always butcher his name. Let me get it for you here. Tommy Tomsevic is his name.
Tommy T.
Here's a list of decks that the CT had in the top 8.
I fought hard for Stoneblade.
Ooh.
Fought hard.
Do we just cast that now? Guess I'm attacking first. I think I'm casting Strix.
Wait, we don't draw a card on Strix.
Oh, right. So I think I'm just casting Food Chain again?
Bro.
Before he can, like, snap. I'm not blocking with those, so I guess I'll represent another Flusterstorm. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Okay.
Fair enough. We gave our Griffin Vigilance for 3 mana.
Yeah, yeah. Can't do anything with the mana, so yeah. What do we got? Opponent. Green mana, Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, that's pretty good. Jit. It's a little scary. That's pretty good. So I think I'm leading on Strix.
Still not drawing any cards.
Yeah. It's true.
Do we need to cast Deluge after we attack?
Oh, sure. Make my guy a 5/5 and then Deluge?
Seems pretty good, doesn't it? He's got 1 card.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, okay, I can get behind this line. I wish we had a follow-up land, but
I might be able to draw 1 next turn when our Strix actually does something. Wait.
what?
Uh-oh.
Freaking me out, Evan. Freaking me out.
Wait. How does it work?
You pay additional life. You pay 3 mana and additional life. Yeah. Him, sure. Alright. I need a land. Land 1 time.
That was a really good him.
That's also pretty good. Yeah. Opponent says, that's gonna kill me. Alright.
It really wasn't. We couldn't cast cast any of those things. We only had
That's
two.
true. That is true.
Seemed premature.
So I want any of these other cards. Now that we know he has Jit. I'm kind of on the like, I want Force of Will. Oh, I can steal Jit with Hostage Taker. That's kind of nice. I also have these Abrupt Decays. Yeah, I think we run it back. 2 food chains in the top 8. Yeah, it was a really, really cool tournament. Alright, we got a Mana Dork. We got Flusterstorms. We're keeping. The Deathrite Shaman. Yeah. Don't want to play a fetch land there because I don't want my opponent to eat it with Deathrite Shaman. If they miss their land drop here. Okay, they didn't.
But they didn't get their extra.
But they didn't have a fetch, so that is good for us, yeah.
And now we don't have to fetch again.
I do to Abrupt Decay it.
Do we want to Abrupt Decay that?
I think so. This is definitely a very powerful card. You potentially get to like Brainstorm, but I think this is still worth it. More than likely we're just taking 2 off the Ponder. Yep. Kind of what I expected. So I think we're attacking because I don't want to rep like I have Flusterstorm. Like if I don't attack, it just like gives it away. It's not like Deathrite Shaman where I can like eat something. Couldn't pay for that anyway. That just fuels our Angler. It's kind of nice.
That hit was not as good as the first hit.
Yeah, him is definitely hit or miss. Alright, so I'm fetching, right? So that puts 5 in the yard. I might not need to. I want to leave open Flusterstorm. So if I play Underground Sea, that's 7 mana and I can leave open Noble. So I think I fetch because that way I can still attack with Noble and leave open Flusterstorm.
Okay.
And this kind of looks like we don't have... I don't really care about any of these cards. So he pitched a Snapcaster Mage. Alright, I only have 1 card, so I'm going to F6 because I can't force anything. Gripbound Angler is a tough card to deal with. He could have like Deluge here. What is this? Is he gonna try to like kick him in our last card? Kill the Noble? Yeah. Oh no, what did he... Oh, sure. Well, we're gonna cast that, but it's not gonna do anything.
Go big fish.
And I don't think I play my land. Nah, I was supposed to play my land. If I drew Mystical, whatever it is, and I draw a land off that, I could have played... Oh, we didn't, so it didn't matter. What's the name of that card? Mystical... Manipulate Fate, yeah. Sure. So I think like Shardless is our best draw now, right? So our opponent's in chump block mode.
I mean, a Griffin would be pretty good too.
That's pretty good.
Brainstorm is always good.
Another reason to hold our land. Making sure I don't click through attacks.
Should have brainstormed first. If we hit Abrupt Decay, we just win.
I mean, I suppose that's true. Snapcaster Mage. Resolves. So he's gonna cake him in back his Deathrite Shaman, I assume? Like afterward? So I'm not gonna fetch here because Manipulate Fate shuffles our library anyway. He's gonna make us discard our land, which is fine. Alright. Scourge. Griffin. We drew another Manipulate Fate. That's not as good as the first one, but it can get our last Griffin out of the... I mean, we're probably never casting this card. Let's be real. Yeah, we got there. Alright, so we're 1-1. I feel like we should be 2-0, but so far the deck's been playing kind of the way I expected it.
I mean, it grinds real good.
Yeah. I think if I was going to build a legacy deck, this is probably what I'd build. You can tailor the sideboard pretty well against most metagames. Excuse me.
We haven't played against
Combo
yet.
Yeah. But I mean, 4 forces and 2 flusters. And you can bring in like 3 thought seizes. Alright, let's see if we can get a Deathrite Shaman in our opening hand. Nope. We do have Force Griffin on the draw, so I think it's a keep. And we also have the Manipulate Fate to get, and a Food Chain. So this hand's pretty good. It is just missing like a 1-drop.
I think I prefer this over Alluring because you have Force of Will Griffin combo.
Yeah, I agree.
Alluring is really susceptible to combo.
Alluring's like crazy fun, but there's no way you can play it online, right? It just takes way too long. If you like, I think Alluring's too complicated for me.
Holy shit.
Michelle agrees.
There's goblins everywhere.
Michelle's playing Diablo 3. What Paragon level are you, babe?
606.
Yeah, she's way ahead of me now because I've been streaming. Yeah, like I said, I think Alluring on paper would be a blast. I think online it's just a little bit too much like clicking for me. But like when I saw like Tommy go off at the CT in the top 8, I was just like, yes, this is exactly what I want to be doing in Legacy. I'm like super grindy. I have this combo in my deck. I have a feeling this is a him. Nope. Just a good old value brainstorm.
This is another 4-color control.
It's very popular online. I'll say that. So Grixis Delver and 4-color control are probably the most popular archetypes. Am I casting this Strix? I feel like I am. Like, why wouldn't you?
I don't see why not.
Man, our opponents are just like, they're like on their little hamster wheel. It's just like, gotta get my wheel going 17 times before I can click OK.
Maybe they're all double queuing.
Is he like trying to stifle here? I mean, Legacy seems like the worst thing you want to double queue, right? There's just so many stops that you have to worry about.
All right, we got there. We have resolved it.
We countering my Baleful Strix? Nope. This card is so good. This is that card.
Most cards in Legacy are pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm saying like compared to other cards in Legacy.
It is a 1/1.
But he has Death Touch, and he replaces himself. If he wasn't on Artifact, I think it would be even better. Because
if it wasn't blue, it would be unplayable.
Yeah, that's true. So we can actually go for the combo if our opponent taps out here. So I think we're going to go for it. He needs double force.
Double blue cards.
All right, so the problem here is we can't make multiple color. So that's fine. Not attacking though. We get to go for it next turn though. But he could have decay. So that might have been a mistake actually. We might have supposed to just try to resolve, or no, manipulate fate needs to draw. So that's not very good either. Yeah, okay. That might have been a mistake. We get punished by abrupt decay. But I'm not like super sad about it. Our hand's like still stacked. Oh my god, opponent. So our opponent probably doesn't have force, or they realize I can't go off.
And they had abrupt decay.
Yeah, what would I have needed to go off? A 1-drop? Because like I make green mana.
Any 1-drop.
I make green mana, and then I play the 1-drop, and then I make blue mana, and then I have 4 mana. Yeah, then I could go off.
Also a multicolored 3-drop with that. Or
A single monocolored, yeah.
Colored 3-drop with that.
So is this a him? This feels like a him.
Yes, Eternal Surge.
I think I'm supposed to force this. Like, typically you don't force this. But because we have the Griffin and I want it in exile.
1/1 for us. It's a 1 for 2 instead of a 2.
Right.
There's a 1 for 1.
And like I want my Griffin in the exile zone. And like if he counters this, he counters it, but it's not the end of the world. Because we can just cast Griffin next turn now by exiling the Strix. And then whatever we're left with, we get to... Yep, that's fine. So I think we're going off next turn.
So
There's kind of a reason to attack there if I'm him, right? So we're just playing everything? I think we're going to start with
can we play around
Shardless. Can we play around Force? I think so. So we Shardless Agent. If he forces it, we can make green mana with this and go off because we drew a 1-drop. Yeah, right? So we exile this, make 2 green mana, play Deathrite Shaman with 1 green mana, exile Deathrite for blue mana, play Griffin, go off.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to try to hit Abrupt Decay. So I can't manipulate Fate this turn though. I'm not gonna play Angler either, because if he deluges, I want to Angler away all my exile cards. And some of these decks play like a 1-of Deluge to deal with Death in Texas and to deal with True Name Nemesis. I wouldn't assume he has Force, right? Because Fierce Empath entered the exile zone. Sad days. So I could Shardless again, right? So let's make blue mana with this. Cast this. This is gonna take a little while. Oh, he does have a Force. Sure. Sure. Okay. That's fine. Right? We're just gonna manipulate Fate next turn.
Yeah. Also, we can exile our own Griffin.
With the Angler. Yeah.
And Deathrite.
Oh, that's true.
We cannot.
That is pretty good, but we're still fine. So we're still gonna like play everything next turn. We get punished by like a Flusterstorm, and that's it. Oh, okay, I almost clicked. Well, I don't want to click that. All right, Moto. Don't fuck me, okay? Griffin, Scourge. Play Shaman. Sure, that's fine. Make blue. No, because I can't add. Oh, I can't add. Alright, well, he drew a land, so that's good. God, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Why isn't this F6ing?
Had a run of punts.
Yeah, I punted. Alright, so what's better to cast here in the face of a counterspell? Gosh dang it. Okay,
No,
don't
do
want
not
to cast Brainstorm.
Do not cast. Warning.
Hard cast Force would suck. So we're at 6. Alright, I gotta go for it now, right? I gotta just put so much power on the board.
Put something on the board. More than a 2-2.
Don't counter. Alright.
Several hundred clicks later. We're going off, boys. We're going off.
I make 2 mana every time.
Should probably start doing some like greens.
I'm gonna soon.
Blacks.
Green mana.
Just not sure we want to play the Delver, but I think we want to play everything else.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Or not the Delver, the Angler. The Delve card.
Cast this. Cast this. Make blue mana. Cast this, cast this. Pass the turn. Should I play Angler? Cause like he has 4 damage basically. He can untap, take me to 4. If he untaps again, untap, take me to 4. Untap, take me to 2, and then
So we only
untap.
have one turn.
Right? Because he untap, takes me to 4. Taps on
So
his
can we
turn.
even- well, we can fight his death right with our death right.
That's true. That's why I'm thinking like, should I play this card? Guess not.
Come on, yeah, this ball.
You get a food chain. I could have gotten this other Griffin online. So there's something to that, right?
I know, I kind of like having a backup in case he does have a deluge or damage.
Yeah. Takes me to 4. Can't attack. Alright, so I'm not popping this.
So why don't we just eat our Griffin out of the graveyard with our death right while it is tapped?
So we'll go to combat. I'm gonna attack with all of our everything. I don't really care about the Shardless Agent.
The shard this doesn't accomplish much.
It gains us a damage if he blocks here.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna exile for blue mana, exile for blue mana, exile for blue mana, cast this, cast this, cast this, exile for blue mana, cast this, cast this. Vigilance, we
E3 Vigilant Flyers. Breaking Legacy.
Alright, we got there, even though I punted. Alright, so I still like Hostage Taker, and I like Deluge. And we brought in the Flushers and the Clicks and took out the Force of Wills, right? And then we cut a single food chain, I think, because we wanted to be a little less combo oriented. Oh no, we cut Emrakul, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to try Emrakul?
I think the grind is fine.
Alright. Stuck sweet.
I'd almost like a second Delve guy.
A second Angler. Yeah, but like...
Or Tasker.
don't think you're ever activating Tasker.
Don't tell me what we can and can't do.
I don't think you're ever activating Tasker, but that's just me. To each their own.
We've had 5 mana most of these games.
Angler's been insane. I really like Angler in this list. Like, just the threat of it. It's like, deal with my board, and I'm just going to exile all my graveyard. And, like, it's single-handedly, we just, like, put a 5/5 on turn 3 that one game, and just, like, got there.
Yeah, there's reasons Grixis Delver plays it.
Yeah.
Not a lot in the format kills it.
It's true.
Only path.
In the Grixis Delver mirrors, Angler's like the most important card. By like far.
Well, it's a big guy.
He's a big fatty.
The rip boss.
Here's my problem with Angler. And let me double check here. Let me double check. Card Gurmag Angler. Yeah. So my problem with Gurmag Angler is he doesn't have any flavor text. Why doesn't this card have flavor text?
Oh my god, I got so many achievements.
Maybe he just doesn't have any online.
Does it have the Delve reminder?
Oh no, it does have flavor text. I lied. Let's look it up. If everything in the Gurmag Swamp hungers for human flesh, what bait could be more effective? Sure. That's not a very good flavor text. Oof. This one's close, right? If our Deathrite gets forced, we have a Brainstorm?
Yeah, it's fine.
A little light on lands, though.
The format of one-landers.
Ooh, got another furnace.
It's not like we have a bunch of 4 and 6 drops out of it.
Yeah, it's true. You still want to hit your land drops, though.
That was a sarcastic comment.
Okay.
We have 4 and 6 drops.
7 drops, sir.
Or 7.
Gurmag's a 7 drop.
Ooh. I like this.
He's a big fatty, Evan.
He's a big fish.
He likes to be a 7-mana creature. Opponent really tanking. Badlands.
My long shot.
Assume this is getting fatal pushed.
Not until it resolves.
Did not get fatal pushed. I like that.
Yeah.
We need a fetch land though to go with this. But we have this brainstorm. Ooh, there's a fetch land. Are we gonna get hemmed? I feel like we're getting hemmed. Target player discards 2 cards at random.
Because it doesn't hit our brainstorm.
Yeah. A land here for the Shardless Agent would be insane. Yes. So I should get Underground Sea. And then I'm gonna exile your land. I'm gonna make blue,
Let's see what happens.
green,
Ooh, my
and a
fucking
blue.
boots.
Let's get a Strix. Another Deathrite. I'm okay with that. Is he gonna force something here? Is that what he's thinking about? Here's what I like. Like, if he forces something, that's 4 cards in the yard. What is he forcing? The Deathrite. Sick.
number of
Force,
cards
pitching force.
you want to force in our deck is pretty high. I would not pick Death Ray as one of them.
Yeah, like,
When we already have one? Like, the second one is
yeah, I don't know. It seemed loose. I agree.
mediocre.
I like that we get to take out our force of wills because they're just not very good. Because like our grind plan is better than their plan, and they have to leave them in and like 2-for-1 themselves. Like he got to 2-for-1 us with the him, so like him forcing isn't like the biggest of deals. But we also gained value off our shardless agent, so sure. So kind of want to land. Oh, that's poopy. Need to hit a land here.
What's he gonna fight?
Is he gonna fight over this brainstorm?
No, his plan has been so far to mana screw us.
I think we're fluster storming this because I want to hit lands. So I'm gonna put back Deathrite Shardless, and then we're gonna Shardless into Deathrite.
Seems good. Yeah, these shardlesses are gonna grind him pretty good.
Yeah.
Swing first, probably.
Yeah, I'm trying to. My opponent is thinking they probably have a snap, and they're gonna like snap blast our Shardlet agent, but we get a Deathrite out of it, so I'm okay with that. Could also have a Deluge, but again, like I'm kind of okay with that too. Any land allows us to empath, get Gurmag and Gurmag. Oh, they just had a Pyroblast, sure. Got a lot of green spells in our deck, opponent. Sure, take our last 2 cards.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. Guess I'm combat first.
I think you leave the Deathrite and leave green open, and then we can like
Eat our Mist Hologriffin?
Eat our
Yeah,
Griffin.
yeah, that's where I'm at too. Just insane value out of this deck. Gonna play the land in case he K commands us. I also don't think I should cast this Griffin.
why not?
Because I think we're winning on board, and like if he deluges, I want to have a follow-up.
All the follow up is Deathrite, exile Griffin, get back Griffin.
Right, but there's like a turn there where he can kill our Deathrite. And I won't be able to... Like, I would much rather have one more land in play before I cast this, because then I can eat it with this Deathrite. And like, it's lethal. It's lethal right now.
Oh, are we lethal?
Right, so this is 3 and this is 4. I guess it's 1 short. Yeah, okay, I'm 1 short.
It goes to 6.
Yeah, and then I attack for 3 to 3, but he can't fetch. I actually don't think I'm supposed to activate Deathrite in the end step, because I want to turn off Snapcaster Mage. Right? So that might have been an argument to actually playing this Deathrite.
I'm trying to look at what's in this graveyard.
Pyroblast, Red Elemental Blast, Ponder, Fatal
Does
Push.
say push.
Yes, the push is the relevant card.
Alright, fucking fire ass. Shit.
Yeah, maybe not.
Ow, my face.
I think I can afford to play conservatively.
Okay.
Also see if he cracks his fetch.
Yeah, if he cracks fetch, then we can death right. I think I'm playing the second death right now. And then we get to untap and like kill him. While still playing around Snapcaster Mage. Kolaghan's command here would kind of suck. Two here, destroy this, but he fetches and we eat the push.
Or do we just slam a Griffin while he's at that?
So I assume this is a Snapcaster Mage. So I'm letting it resolve and target something.
Successfully played around Snap.
Indeed. You're up, opponent.
We have lethal.
We don't. I only have one black source.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little rough. The basic forest draw was a little brutal.
For Legacy, we have played no decks with Wasteland.
That's true. That is true.
All these decks get super punished.
So he's fetching here. That's interesting to me. I wonder what he's gonna cast. Oh, Jace. Sure.
Not one card that exists.
Brainstorm. Oh, this is lethal now. Unless did he play land? He did not play a land. So he could hit land push. So his last card has to be a push. It looks like it's a push. It's funny. Well, that's pretty good. Guess I should fetch to play around Snapcaster Mage. I'm ignoring this chase. Do we agree with this?
I think so. I'm just gonna bounce a Griffin. So has to deal with two things.
Well, he can't let us untap with Deathrite Shaman, and can't deal. All of our things, right, are lethal. I guess I should have responded to the brainstorm and eaten something, because then if he has a Snapcaster Mage, I can't. You know what I mean? 2-1 with our food chain deck. Actually, I'm gonna pause real quick and use the restroom. I will be back in a moment.
Where is the update? He never updates where our record is.
I shouldn't have added that.
I don't know where it is. I can't find it.
I don't know where it is either.
Huh. Well, appears to be impossible to find.
No. That's not nice.
Well, I cannot find it.
Good effort.
Good effort for what?
Update your record, fool.
Ah, damn it.
I was trying, but I could not.
Damn
find
it. Alright. My bad, my bad. God, gotta get better at that.
Just like write a little note.
I do need to write a little note. We are 2-1.
Could have been 3.
Should have been 3-0, I feel like. That spell pierce was very, very lucky.
10%.
10%.
10%.
The spell pierce was even worse though, right? Like what are the odds on a spell pierce specifically?
Probably only 1.
Yeah, 2%. 2% to hit a spell pierce.
Oh, I guess we put 1 spell pierce on the bottom, so he was actually.
Right, so there were 2 in his deck.
Had he used a force already?
Yeah.
So he was more like 3 outs?
It's 2% per card, right? Because 5 was 10%, so it was 8%.
Well, we put 1 spell pierce on the bottom, so we know that.
Right.
Have that.
So there were 4 cards: 1 pierce, 3 force.
Yeah.
This is a keep. We're on the draw though. Could just die.
Is this the same guy we played earlier?
I don't know. How do I tell?
By their username?
I don't know, man. I don't know how to tell. Okay, wait. Account. Game history. Yeah, we just... Wait. No.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Fetch green blue. Right? Or is it black green? Because this makes blue.
Green blue. Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at too. It's probably dying. What have we played against? 2 4-color control decks and a blue-white control deck.
I think they just unbanned Jason Legacy.
Yeah, yeah.
You're fine. Not even hurt. Oh, wait,
So are we playing 4-color control again?
It's possible. Not sure. I feel like it's a good matchup for us.
There are a lot of decks in Legacy that go Underground Seas Brainstorm.
Could be Storm. Misty makes me think it is 4-color control though. but it could be anything still. Land there was very good. So I'm gonna go Bayou Strix.
I feel like that should have been underground.
Why? Because if this dies,
Do we ever need double green?
I think currently we could if we draw Deathrite Shaman and we want to Abrupt Decay something. I think I just attack for one, right? Like I don't want to Brainstorm really. If duels weren't so ungodly expensive, I would play this format in paper.
The problem with that is finding somewhere to play this format in paper.
Oh, Chicago, man. Their legacy crowd is huge. The legacy CTs are insane up there. Even the CTQs are insane. And the competition is really good.
That's still like one tournament every 3 months.
No, there's like a CTQ, legacy CTQ once a month up there. There's like 2 or 3 CTs a year. There's plenty. There's team events.
We do need somebody to play legacy.
I mean, I have Death in Texas, but I'm like not excited about it right now.
We have all the duels.
Oh, yeah. Do we have the rest of these cards?
Yes.
Ooh, Shardless Agent. I like you. So Volcanic makes me feel like this is some type of Delver deck. Am I attacking for one first? Am I even playing Shardless? Do I wait till something's on the battlefield?
We have 2 of our 3 Abrupt Decays, so the odds of hitting the other ones.
That's true. That is true. Alright, I think I'm going to combat.
We probably want to hit our exile card.
Yeah, that's probably our best card. Alright. Legacy players on Moto are just the slowest people in the world. That's what I found out tonight. That's my learning from tonight.
Who's the control player? The control player.
They're just like, oh my god, he's going to combat. I better think for 20 seconds. I've actually really liked these nobles. They've been quite impressive for me. Or to me, I should say.
Okay. There's not a lot of board wipes in Legacy.
Good times.
Too punished.
Oh. Not quite a Deathrite Shaman, though.
No Deathrite Shaman. Inability to produce black is a problem.
Get up.
Yeah, that's true.
But Noble is so much better when you're just banned.
So, I kind of feel like our opponent has an Angler in their hand. Is that reasonable?
Okay.
Oh wow, they just like don't have any spells to cast? That seems insane, right?
What are they?
I don't know.
What is in their hand? So
It's the same to attack, right? It's better to
no,
just
it's more to attack
with both?
with
With just a
one.
Shardless Agent, yeah.
Hold on, you're fine.
I feel like I don't want these decays all of a sudden.
Oh, we have brainstorm. We can't get rid of them.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see what our opponent's doing before I really make any other move, though. Like, he's at 12.
Jesus.
Opponent just decided not to take his turn. Cast 0
They're
spells.
overrated.
Not even a Ponder. So, he clearly has Counterspell, right?
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh. I'm supposed to counter this.
Probably.
I'm supposed to counter this.
probably fetch and brainstorm again.
Yes.
Release somewhere? Yeah.
Release the noble.
It's pretty good. Guess we just put back land, or no, Emrakul land.
We don't really want that in.
Alright, so force pitching brainstorm. Lotus petal.
But storm, we just added a lot to the storm.
It's true. Duress. I feel like I just let this resolve.
We can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So
There's an argument to not keep force there. Another petal. Oh wow, he's just gonna still go off this turn. He just has it. Tendrils. Getcha.
Yep.
Nice hand, opponent. Yes, I'm gonna make you spend your clock. Because that's the nature of Moto. And I don't honestly know how much damage this really is, but that's lethal. Yep. Alright, so Flusterstorms, Thought Seizes, Surgical seems fine. They don't do anything with their graveyard, right?
Pass and play.
We don't know if they're Ant or Tez though.
How many cards have we taken?
Angler seems bad here.
Abrupt Decay seemed pretty bad.
Abrupt Decay is definitely.
Might have Carpet of Flowers or Exeg Swarm.
Sure, but I mean, are we really? I could leave like a Miser one in. I have Thoughtseize to deal with that. I guess they can play good. Goblins, right?
I don't think they ever actually Legacy actually went with empty.
I don't know. Click seems good.
I guess, yeah, it probably does. Yeah, it does, because I leave in Terminus when I was playing Miracle.
Alright, what do we need to cut here? Is Surgical good? I feel like it's good. Do we need Nobles? It doesn't make black mana. Is Strix? Strix is a blue card. We can't cut Strix. I could cut Scourge though, right?
Cut Scourge.
I don't really want to draw Scourge ever.
We'll probably cut some number of Strix.
No, I don't think so. Not sure what to cut. How about a Fierce Empath? Alright. I would like to play first. Would also like to mulligan. This hand's good. And we'll bottom that card. So I do not want to draw it. They can't go off on turn one, right? Like realistically. So I should fetch Underground Sea. Alright. Don't go off turn one.
also super greedy to try and go off when you know your opponent has 4s.
Yeah, but we did mold a 6.
Just wrecked your mullet for 4.
Yeah.
Thoughtseize or
I feel like I have to Thoughtseize.
Storm in response. I did Fluster Storm.
I could have. It might have been right. Yeah, I probably should have. Duress, Cabal, Lotus Petal. So that's a shit ton of cards, right? Cabal Therapy, discard.
Oh, that's a Cabal. I thought they were both rituals.
No. I feel like I just take a ritual. I cut him off mana. Yeah, I'm taking red.
Alright, that's right.
He's far from killing me, but like
Go the distance.
next turn he gets to double discard us. If he doesn't like, if he likes one of his cards though, he only gets to discard us once. I could also force him to shuffle, but that seems loose. What the fuck is this card? Cards in graveyards can't be target of spells or abilities. Sure. Alright, we need to draw a land.
Turns off our death from Shaman.
Does. I thought he's here. I feel like I should, because he's just gonna duress and take Flusterstorm anyway.
But then we have a. Let's use later. I don't know. Yeah, probably. In case he drew something good off the ground too.
Yeah, that makes sense, Ben. I should have eaten last turn instead of using my land. Looks like Ponder's the take.
Or you could take therapy so he can't get like the 2-for-1
On the Manipulate Fates.
He also can't take the Baleful Strix.
But he can do duress. He can like duress, manipulate fate, pedal, duress, manipulate fate.
Yeah, but he's gonna take the Flusterstorm with one of them.
Sure. So then he can, but he only has one. Okay, he's got a Misty though. I feel like I take the Ponder, man. I guess if I take Cabal, he has to 2-for-2 us. All right. Ponder, he's still not doing anything. Yeah, but like I need my Manipulate Fates. Wow, he tapped Underground Sea. Yep. We're probably dead. Our hand's pretty weak. Shuffle. Chose not to shuffle. I guess he gets a shuffle off the Misty. Yep. Bye-bye, Flusterstorm. Need a land. Need a land. Come on. Alright. It's gonna take our manipulate fates.
Seems likely. And then our clusters go.
I'm supposed to fluster this just to get him to use mana?
No.
God damn it. If we drew a land there, at least we would have been able to manipulate fate. Now we don't get to because we're bricking. Now we're gonna draw a land. Nope.
Oh, shit.
We're like 0% to win now, right? Like he still has a duress.
It's not looking good.
There's no point in fluster storming because it just adds to storm. Yep.
Infernal for
Lion's Eye Diamond. We're out of flusters. We could draw force.
surgical.
Surgical would be okay.
Or no, we can't target things.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Not a mistolerate. That's not a.
Still didn't draw land.
I've never seen ground seal played, but it's actually seeming fairly good.
Yeah, I mean, it's good because we didn't hit lands, right?
I mean, shut off our death, right?
Sure, but
Shutting off our surgicals if we drew them.
so this hand is Lionized Diamond, one unknown, so it's probably Infernal Tutor.
Must be. Or past him players.
But that doesn't work with Ground Seal. Alright, we're
I
dead.
don't think it targets.
Didn't it say it's Ground Seal, right?
Yeah.
Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. Okay, yeah, you're right. Well, that seems like, I don't know. It's hard to say that's a bad matchup. Like, we just got run over. Game 1 and then game 2, we kept a okay hand that just never drew a second land. That's a mulligan. That's a mulligan.
Mediocrity man.
Mediocre.
And we're playing him in the 2-2 bracket. So he's well.
That's kind of funny, actually. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna bottom the force because we don't have a blue card. Mountain. Vile. All right.
Mountain Vile.
Probably red, white, death, and taxes. So I'm gonna lead on forest here, I think.
Is it noble?
I don't think so. I think Deathrite can eat this polluted delta next turn. Or like, and it's just a better blocker. Or like a mom. Alright, properly played around Wasteland. Oh, it could be Goblins? It's just Goblins? That seems good. Okay. I could play Food Chain and play both of my nobles, but that seems bad. I think I'm brainstorming first. Right?
Sucks to not have a fetch after we use it.
Yeah. Deathrite Shaman is the reason goblins died. It doesn't surprise me. I think I have to brainstorm. My hand's pretty weak. He has a wasteland, so do I just get island? The only black cards I care about are Strix, and I have a Deathrite, so I think I just get island.
You have to. Put back some food chains.
Don't need all these food chains.
That's probably just playing both nobles.
I think so. Alright, don't kill us, opponent. I don't know what Goblins is capable of.
Playing Goblins.
She's right.
Sometimes.
Goblin Lackey. That seems good. Am I blocking with a noble?
What are we doing next turn?
Playing Food Chain and potentially Scourge? We're drawing a Food Chain? Sadly. I don't want him to put a goblin in play though, right?
Yeah, you really don't.
I feel like I'm chumping.
Yeah, probably.
Feels gross, but yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Definitely fetching away that food chain.
Don't need the third one.
Do I get island here? Probably. I care if he wastes me?
Don't think we do we?
Alright, so is it Scourge?
Yeah.
Then I can eat I can block and eat my noble, or eat my hierarch with this noble and this Deathrite. So our best draw at this point is Mystical Teachings. Is that what it's called? I always forget the name of the freaking card. What is it called? I cannot remember the name of the card.
Manipulate Fate.
Manipulate Fate.
I've said it like
God,
7
I know. At the CT it was the same thing. I was looking at the deck list like 100 times, like Manipulate Fate. The beauty of this is I can block with Eternal Scourge and eat it, and then cast it next turn. I mean, I get to just loop that.
It is so eternal.
This seems like a really, and I gain 2 life on the way out. This seems like a tough thing for my opponent to beat.
Unless he has anything that kills a death.
Yeah, that's true. Any bolt or anything though, he's definitely gonna.
Gym Bomb Incinerator.
I'm probably not blocking this. I'm blocking Scourge and Lackey because I don't want Mog Fanatic to kill Deathrite Shaman.
I don't think they play much.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Why wouldn't they? That card's insane.
The card is not good.
Opponent said, no, I'm just gonna...
The rule change made that card very bad.
Primal Ancient Goldskin.
I'll gain my 2 life.
Anything but food. I'm amazed we didn't get wastelanded there at all.
I'm a little surprised too. We have cast the namesake card of our deck.
I have 3.
I'm going to attack with my 3/3.
Fuck that.
Oh yeah, because it has vigilance.
Actually, it'll be a 4/4. There's actually like a little sweet interaction here our opponent could do, which is in response to us exiling this, he could kill the Deathrite. I mean, it's not great, but he could do something like that.
Pretty sure if he could kill the Deathrite, he could kill the Deathrite.
That's true. That's probably true. All right. Well, not much has changed, but now he gets a Goblin Rabble Master. I'm calling it right now. Nope. Goblin Matron.
I guess it's Gym Bomb.
That definitely goes and gets a Goblin. Gets a what?
Gym Bomb is there.
Jim? What is that?
Thing that kills our Deathrite.
Okay. Well, we get to do 2 damage on the way out. Not that that's... Sure. Is it better to gain life, actually? I mean, I could use the Noble. But I probably want to block Lackey with the Noble.
No, I don't know if we want to block Jump again.
Yeah, so I should just gain life, right?
Yeah, probably.
That's why I didn't Wasteland, because he wanted to cycle this.
He just wanted to second land. Is it going up? Where's the elevator stop?
Stopped at 3. Now he's going to play 2 3-drops, though. So we really need mystical... Manipulate Fate. Or Shardless, or Strix, or some type of 2-for-1 spell to get back in. We've flooded a little bit.
Fierce Empath wins, right?
Fierce Empath also wins, yeah. Can make infinite mana and get Emrakul. Yep. Yep. So what do we do here? Do we trade with anything? Probably not. We probably block Lackey and then exile it to Food Chain. Take 10.
Yeah. Didn't swing with the Chiefs. Didn't want to risk.
I think that was probably wrong. Maybe not. I don't know. Alright, let's draw a good one. Come on, deck. That's not a particularly good one. it might. If we kill one of these and block like a lackey.
Like, not swinging with the chieftains.
Probably, yeah, it really costs
We're
it.
pretty dead.
I mean, we're probably just dead to his hand because they're all gonna get haste. I feel like this matchup definitely improves for us post board. Ugh, another matron. Does this hit creature or player? No, just creatures.
Goblins would be pretty insane if you could actually.
So it has haste, and whenever a goblin dies, he can ping me for 1. But I need to block with this. So.
It's not going to. It's going to die.
Oh my gosh.
And this is sacked whenever spell or ability. Okay. Alright, so Golgari Charmin, Delusion, Plaguein. Force of Will's out. Hostage Taker in. Grafdigger's Cage. No, it doesn't do anything. Collector Brutality, I guess, is probably better than Hostage Taker. Alright. Seems fine. Man, I would have a Fierce Empath or a Brainstorm and a Fierce Empath. I would have been so happy. That would have been insane. I just want to go off with Emrakul one time.
We have not done that yet.
Nope. We actually haven't, like, exploded very often.
By very often, you mean at all.
Yeah, that's true. I've never been known to be the type of person, or, like, have the luck to just, like, go off like that, though. It's true.
We've only played decks with interaction.
That's
so they have prevented us from doing it. We've
Also.
had the opportunity to do it a couple times. This is the kind of deck where we should be able to, like that first, the game 1 we should have, we were probably highly favored game 1.
this last game?
Yeah.
No.
In this matchup?
I don't think game 1.
We should be super favored. We're a combo deck against goblins.
We're not a fast combo deck, though. Like, we're a grindy deck with a combo aspect.
But they don't kill you before turn 3 or 4. That's when you're trying to go off.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if we hit anything other than triple food chain.
That's true. Again, 3 of a card. Alright, this is a keep.
I mean, if one of those food chains is the card you can't ever remember the name of, but now
Manipulate Fate.
Manipulate Fate.
I got him.
You said too many.
I got him.
Then we just win.
Yeah, it's true. What am I doing this turn? Just casting Food Chain? Probably just casting Food Chain.
Is that better than just brainstorming?
No, because then like next turn I can Mist Hollow Griffin, but I need a land to do that. Or no, I could just exile Deathrite Shaman. And then like if our Brainstorm, yeah, I'm casting Food Chain.
I would not have used potentially.
I
Oh,
need
yeah.
to, yeah.
That's right. Okay, so that's fine. I don't know. I think we just.
I think we're so close to the combo that this is just the right play.
I'll say that's the only part of this deck I haven't liked too much is that we have what? Emrakul and 2 Fierce Empaths, so we only have like 3 cards in our deck that actually combo kill, even once we have the Griffin food chain going.
Yeah, but I think it's more like like the one copy of. All right, so I want to brainstorm here. I guess I can do it off island.
Don't you want to see if you hit a fetch line?
Yeah, I guess. But I was thinking if I do island, I can still do Deathrite and. Oh no, yeah. So I should do this. Huh. It's kind of gross.
It wasn't super great. That's for sure.
I can play 2 Mist Hologriffins.
He has protection from blue, though.
Right, but then next turn I can exile both my Mist Hologriffins, Toxic Deluge, and then replay them. Which I like. So I'll put back. I'll protect the Deluge.
Like the brainstorm.
I might want to brainstorm next turn though, right? So I can just put back a land. Oh, right, because I can brainstorm into Deluge. Yeah, okay. I got you. So this makes 2 mana, and then I can play this one. Alright. Going off. Alright, I gotta make sure I do this right. So I can make green with this one. Play this. Blue with this one. Play this. Play this. Okay. Do lose my Deathrite if I Deluge though. Another Vial. It's good for us. He can't block. Well, that wasn't a very strong turn.
I'm not sure why he didn't attack.
I'm not sure either. I mean, we can just block here. It's whenever another, like it's a 1/2. We just.
Oh, it is just a 1/2.
So I guess I'm brainstorming first.
Well, we know we're only getting what, like 1 card?
Yeah, we get 1 card deeper. I guess I don't need to.
Yeah, I just kind of like
Attack for 4 or 6.
Yeah, attack, pass.
Well, Vigilance, my guys.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got something to pay for. Cycling. Targeting Griffin? It doesn't do anything, right? Just does 1?
Okay.
When you have deal damage to target creature or X the number of goblins on the battlefield. This is 1, right? I'm not gonna like get punished for this.
Just wanted to draw a card. I mean, you could vial something in response to deal 2,
But he'd have to hold priority. Like he passed priority already. Blue. Blue. weird. Did your Diablo crash again, babe? I don't know why it's doing that.
Just wanted to draw a card.
That's really odd. So I think I'm gaining life with the Death Right. Since I have Deluge, I don't want to go like super low. So I wonder if he's just setting up like triple haste things. Yeah, Goblin War Chief. He's gonna play out his hand. Uncountable Goblin coming down. Ringleader. Enter the battlefield, reveal the top 4, put all goblins. That seems good. Let's see what our opponent hits here. 0 goblins, Cabal Therapy, Vial, Port, Bloodstain Mire. That was a sick ringleader, bro.
Rough.
So we can attack with this, but then we just get to eat that stuff. So it's a 2-turn clock either way. So I will gain life. Is there any part where now I'm supposed to brainstorm? Like 3 creatures, let's say he draws a creature and plays out 3 goblins. Does that terrify me? Like, that terrifies me a little bit.
Could be.
I'm certainly just attacking for 6. Would that change? I don't think that would change. And I can also hit like a Fierce Empath and just win the game on the spot. So
You might as well brainstorm.
I think I'm gonna brainstorm. Yeah. As long as I use the Trop, I'll be okay.
You're not good at these brainstorms.
I think I'm just putting back. I think I'm not deluging now.
Nah, just play Strix. I guess if you click enough, you can play both Strix.
Oh, that's true, I can. Deal. I'll make blue with one, black with the other. Now I can make, I gotta do blue and black again, right? I'll just be safe. Just doing food chain things over here.
Battle Driver has protection from so much of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if he can 21 us with Goblin Pile Driver, I'll be impressed. Port. Well, Port's not a goblin.
Another reminder.
Yep. He hit an incinerator only.
Yeah, he has had some bad ringleaders.
Yeah, I agree. What do we got here? Another ringleader. So right now he's dead still. This one hit incinerator. Chieftain. This is probably enough to deluge.
We can cycle on one Griffin. But
He
then
can't play either chieftain.
we actually still have him dead?
Yes, because we eat our brainstorm in response to the incinerator. Or I guess not in response, but like we exile a griffin in response. Yeah, this should be lethal. We know his hand is, I guess there's one unknown. We know chieftain, incinerator. Oh, we actually know his whole hand. It's another incinerator. That's chieftain, incinerator. And you can only cycle one incinerator.
Yeah.
And he already played port for the turn. So yeah, it should be lethal. Oh, these cost one less though. Sure. I guess he just hopes we misclick.
Can he make us block?
So I'm just gonna block. I'm gonna block here, here, and here.
Oh, that kills
I'm gonna
one of our missed calls.
right, but I get to
Drain him. So you wanna not block with 4. You wanna leave 4 power alive, so we can kill him.
right. So I definitely misblocked.
So you can't.
So now
do
I
it
need
yet?
to. Now I need to deluge next turn. Although these are all dying, so do I just let this trade? His hand is. No, I don't. Yeah. Punted. Punted the lethal.
Is that 4 punts today?
Maybe.
A lot of punts.
It's more than enough. I think I'm just doing this for 2 though. Like, is he gonna beat us with these 3 cards? It's pretty good. Oh, damn it. Damn it, it's getting late for me, guys. I'm sorry.
We're going for double digits, boys.
Yeah.
No.
I'm sorry. You're right. Now I can do it, right? 4 plus 3. Ooh. Alright, so get Eternal Scourge, another Griffin, and I'm gonna exile a food chain. Because that's smart play. Shouldn't have given my opponent another turn, but it's fine. It's fine. I like this deck. I want to play it a bunch. I almost misclicked. Did you see that?
We just tie now.
Maybe.
Lose to the Goblins.
If you didn't have to do so much freaking clicking on the mana, it wouldn't be that bad.
I think that gets you.
This gets me now. 15 is exactly enough. Storm is 19. Grape shot. Alright.
Brave freeze.
I'll make sure to block and have lethal this time. He like kills us out of nowhere. I was F6 there for a second. That was very bad. Because he can like kill our things in response. And I don't get to exile them. So I'm okay to throw away this Scourge. Because if it's targeted, it'll go to exile. And I don't want that to happen.
Game 2.
This is game 2, yeah. 9 minutes is plenty of time. Why does it say I'm yielding after I've clicked turn off auto yields? God, Moto, you scare me, man. You scare me, Moto. I like this deck, though. We might play more of this next week. Goblin Matron. It's a good draw.
Could be anything.
Get these lands out of here. It's got 2 Insiders, which don't do a whole lot other than, I guess, cycle. Gets a Ringleader. Plays a Ringleader. This one has to hit, right? But he shuffled, so I guess it doesn't. Cabal Therapy, Warren Wielding? Target player sacks a creature. If a goblin is sacked... Okay. Oh, never mind.
It's a removal spell, but
Makes goblins.
it's tribal, so you can hit up or remove it.
Oh, sure.
Run it back.
Yeah, I clicked submit. Well, Gary Charm's actually not that good here, right?
What does it get?
Oh man, do we keep this with just Engineered Plague?
Yeah.
I guess we have
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm to get rid of an extra food chain. Pulling it mulligan to 4.
That seems rough.
That's brutal. I'm sorry, opponent. And he has a vial. Ugh. So our best draw is a 1-drop. Ooh. Get Trop here. Next turn we can either cast Food Chain, cast Plague. It's probably just Plague, right?
It seems good. Does it kill half their deck? But it's pretty close.
I mean, it keeps a lot of their stuff down. Let's see what we draw. That makes me more inclined to just cast Brainstorm and then vial away or decay the vial. How you feel about that?
I feel like we should cast Engineered Plague. Naming goblins.
Alright.
And see what our goblins opponent. Nice card. It does have black. You could have discard.
Goblin. Yeah, I guess he did have Cabal Therapy. It just sucked because we had a fetch there, and we don't get to get rid of these food chains now. Okay. Fetch land? Fetch land? Upkeep effects? So what have we played against tonight? We played against 4-color, blue, white, storm, and goblins. Opponent, you're not gonna just save for 9 minutes from salt, are you? Man, everyone has been so slow tonight.
Well, thoughts on the deck?
Yeah, I mean, I like it a lot, honestly. I think I'd make a few tweaks. I might try like the Walking Ballistas version next week. It's got a couple Leovolds. But I just love the grindy nature that the deck has. Yeah, Leovold seemed good. I definitely didn't play around Leovold properly tonight.
I will say Emrakul at least is uncounterable.
Right, that's one of the reasons I like the Emrakul version. But like, Noble isn't in a lot of lists. I think either Tommy found a list that had it, or he put it in himself. I like Noble. Like, I like accelerating with this deck. Why is it better? Don't just say it's overall better. I want to know why it's better. You're not convincing me it's better by saying that it's better.
Alright, let's not see 3 non-land cards. Oh.
Like this? Like this, Evan? Alright, so I'm just gonna put back Deluge to protect it and a Strix.
Oh, we went to Strix for next turn, right?
Right, but I'm gonna draw it, so I don't want him to Cabal me or Thoughtseize it away. I'd rather dig a card deeper. Goblin Matron's gonna find him probably some type of lord.
And then it will die! Die to the plague!
Well, he plays a 2/2 lord, right?
Well, it's already in play.
Oh, you mean Goblin Matron?
Yeah.
It's already dead before the trigger went on the stack.
Yeah.
So he went and got a Ringleader. Yep.
Today we don't have another engineer play.
That would be good.
Should we be killing this vial?
Now you want to kill the Vial? Yeah, we should have killed the Vial. Maybe I'll do it next turn. I don't know. I kind of want him to empty his hand. Just like Deluge is aware.
We have to have a third land for that, though.
Oh, he's going to Insider this? Doesn't that do... Oh, sure. It does 0 though, right?
I think so.
So there's nothing on the battlefield? Sure, so...
He just likes to draw cards.
Yeah, I mean, if you need things. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
If we draw, we can only tax the Deluge if we draw a land.
That is true. We are not guaranteed to do that. I was kind of wanting to save Abrupt Decay though for like a Lord.
Yeah. It would be nice if we get him to play a couple of 1/1s.
Yeah, and then a Lord. Yeah. Like Lord, a couple of 1/1s.
And then Abrupt Decay level 1.
And yeah, exactly. The Ballista version is too clunky. See?
I mean, it's hard to be clunkier than Emrakul.
It's true. But again, like, that doesn't, like, why is it clunky? Why, like, what makes it clunky?
I mean, Emrakul dodges Inquisition, as we saw earlier.
That's true.
So what Inquisition does, and our average converted mana cost was like 8.5.
That's true. So he got another Incinerator. Whatever. I see Incin, and I'm like, incite. Incite some goblins.
There probably is a Goblin Insider, and it's a different card.
That's probably true. If there's not, dibs.
Look it up. I think there is.
Goblin How the hell is cider?
I don't know.
Cider? That's not right. That doesn't look right. Sure, man. Killed my Belfastrix. Is that how you spell insider? That can't be how you spell insider. Inciter. No, that's how you spell insider. There's no. Oh wait, I added an N on accident. That was a typo. That wasn't me thinking that's how insider. So main phase. Give me for 1. All right, we're gonna find this land here. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Land one time. Yes. Shardless Agents. Golgari Charm. All creatures get -1/-1.
Got it.
Got him.
Exactly how we drew.
That's exactly right. We killed that ringleader that got him value already. I mean, we can go off next turn. If we draw Fierce Empath or
by go off, you mean play a 3/3.
that's true. Well,
Yes.
no, and a Shardless
And a
Agent.
2/2.
Yeah.
Woo!
War Chief.
I don't know. I mean, he just concedes at that point, right?
I'm pretty sure. He can't beat a 3/3. All right, Pile Driver. That's pretty good.
His protection.
His 0/1 Pile Driver. So I can actually deluge for 1 here if I want.
I think that's a little greedy.
I think so too. I can also Abrupt Decay it. I think just Shardless is what I want to do though. Just get more.
Or you could just play Food Chain.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything, right? This
It's
turn?
up for next turn.
Yeah.
The Shardless
So does Shardless.
kind of sets us up for this turn.
And I want to hit this card. This one. That's the one I want to hit. So Griffin. We boarded out the Scourge, or where did the Scourge go?
It's right up there. It's on the top of.
Oh.
Okay. Now next turn we can actually kind of go off.
Next turn we most definitely go off.
Involve more than just a 3/3.
Another vial? That's not what you want.
3/3.
I need to leave 1 agent in play though.
Why?
So I can play Food Chain and sack it to cast these Griffins.
Oh, you mean block?
Yeah, like I can only block with 1 Shardless Agent. I will block here though. I will trade a card for this. Because I have another Shardless Agent. I wasn't blocking anyway. I will take 3 damages. You have no cards in hand? Land is interesting. What does that change? Anything? I think I'm playing Food Chain this turn. Now that I drew this land. Right? Set up for next turn. It's only this amount. Right?
I mean, if you play Shardless and hit like a Death Right, you can probably play Food Chain.
All right. Since we have to make a decision because we only have 4 minutes on our clock. Yes, I will cast this card. I would like to exile Food Chain, and no another Manipulate Fate. Yes. Played a land. So now next turn we can actually Abrupt Decay and Food Chain.
I mean, you could cast all your exiled stuff there.
No, I can't. I don't have Food Chain in play.
Oh, it's not played.
That's what I was saying. Should I set up Food Chain? All right, this should be lethal right here. All right, that's game.
We got there.
I'm gonna get the Emrakul
The last turn.
on the turn that doesn't matter.
Yeah, the only thing I'm not loving about this deck is just how few ways you have to find the actual kill. Like, it grinds really good, but I feel like in racing situations or like against Storm there, like there's just not that many ways to actually get to fast pressure other decks.
I'm gonna show you this Emrakul. And I'm hoping that you just concede, but you're probably not going to.
The Delve guys definitely made this deck a lot better.
Don't need you anymore.
Much better.
Come on.
Almost there.
I gotta leave one in play though.
You have to leave 2 in play.
Why? Oh, because he's at 19. I gotta play them all. But I get to take an extra turn, so.
But you want them in play to attack.
Yes.
Storm count 24,000.
So how much mana is this? This is
17.
no. Like how much to cast these? 8, 11? So I need. Oh my gosh.
You only need the flyers. You don't need the Scourge.
Right, but so I need 8 plus 15 is 23 mana. So I need to do this one more time.
23 mana. Don't forget you got that Underground Sea there.
Yeah.
We're there, boys.
Oh my gosh, this is so dumb.
Clicking. We're clicking. Goblin player not conceding.
We moneyed.
We showed them we showed the mediocre man who
Yeah.
was mediocre. Turn off your mic. And it was him and us. We were both kind of mediocre.
Yeah, we were both kind of mediocre. I mean, I think we should have been 4-1. I think Storm thoroughly handled us. I think the blue-white player got extremely lucky. I don't know. I really enjoyed this deck, though. I want to run this back at some point, probably next week. And so yeah, I expect more. Just as a couple of reminders, first we got Madison coming up on March 10th. Don't forget to pre-register if you're planning on going. If you're not, tune into Nerd Rage Gaming live on Twitch. Second, don't forget to sign up for the March giveaway. No cost to enter. Everyone's eligible. See you, Evan. And it's free to enter. So just command giveaway or exclamation giveaway in chat. I'll do that for you real quick. And yeah, I mean, if you have a Moto account and you're not in the giveaway, it seems like a mistake to me. We are gonna do a winner. I'm gonna do that right now. So this is gonna be a February winner. So there are 2 winners in February. I'm gonna do one this week and one next week. So these are still the February drawings. So I'm gonna draw one winner. You cannot win more than once a month. And our winner is Charles Richer. Charles, I will email you. Copy email address. I will email you instructions. Congratulations. That is going to be it for me tonight. And this week. I will be back next Tuesday. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. And we'll see you next week.